It's time for WrestleShoot. The beast comes out in the dead of night. WrestleShoot eats a Tuesday night. Rob and Chris don't pull the punches, bitch. WrestleShoot. Breaking it down, WrestleShoot. Telling the facts, WrestleShoot. Stories on the road, WrestleShoot. That's our Fire Podcast. No Carney ever escapes their sight. Coming at you live every Tuesday night. Hey, WrestleShoot. Anti-social network, WrestleShoot. Sticky and hot, WrestleShoot. Sometimes act like jerks, WrestleShoot. Always bringing on the guts.
Do you know how many times I have wanted to do that paintbrush to you, Chris?
Yeah, well, keep wanting because it's not going to happen.
Well, now you say that with such goddamn fucking confidence, like I'm no threat at all. Don't get too big for your glasses, pal.
Because we're not going to be in that. I'm not going to put myself in that position. I'm not wrestling anymore.
I'm gonna see you again, and then when I do, paintbrush.
Oh, I'm not wrestling.
And then you take the bump, and we're gonna get it on film, and we'll make that a part of our new intro video.
I'll take it like a good snap schoolboy bump.
Yeah. You gotta attack it fast, dude, like it owes you money. Just boom.
Just hit hard, doesn't matter. Cement, grass, doesn't matter, right?
Then don't twitch, don't do nothing, just be out.
Just be out, laid out. Okay.
This
Sounds
is another episode of WrestleShoot. I'm the Wild Thing, Rob Wiles, joined, of course, as always, by the lovely and talented, the sunglass wearing machine, my hedgerow life mate. That's right, I said hedgerow life mate, Chris Casa-fucking-Nova.
Well, the sunglass wearing machine. Wow. I love it.
Fuck yeah.
Love it. It's a good intro.
Shit, dude, my green screen fell at the back of my chair. Now you see just a corner of my chair sticking out.
Well, I do, yeah.
Because we're all pros around here, goddammit.
Get off me.
Fix it. Ta-da! It's going to fall down again in like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
So what's going on, sweetie? What'd you think of, I know you watched it because I watched it, the last couple retro episodes we showed of our first meeting with Monty and Pharaoh. It's a good show.
It was a gem, man. Those guys were great. It's we have such great chemistry. It's just a fun show to do with those guys. And
it's funny.
I look forward to doing it again.
Yeah, people call them, well, they call us the Opie and Anthony of fucking podcasting, and they're being called the Howard Stern of podcasting. Yet we all get along. Could you imagine what would have happened back if Stern and O&A could have been buddies back then? What kind of stellar next level radio they could have all done?
Yeah, two huge egos, man. They couldn't do it.
Yeah, that's true. That's fucking true. Let's get into some of the shit we wanted to talk about today. And let's get started with us filling a promise that we were going to keep everybody updated on Drosy Watch.
Gosh. Look at
there he is.
Man. Just
so the best of my researching abilities. I haven't reached out to Mike about this once. I figured he just wouldn't have any interest in, fucking talking to me about it, talking to anybody about it. But
you actually try to reach out to him?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay.
I haven't once tried to reach out so you know what's going on, not what's your side of the story. I really shouldn't do that because he's got a lot going on, and he knows it'll be fodder for us to do on the air. So he's not going to say anything about his case to me.
No, of course not. Yeah.
But it looks like, and I couldn't find a date, but his next step is going to be the pretrial process. And what that means is he's at the pretrial conference, meaning he's going to show up to court with his attorney. Prosecuting attorney is going to be there. The judge is going to be there. Judge is going to ask, how do we want to proceed? And Mike and the prosecution will decide if he is going to take a plea bargain or if he's going to just go ahead and take it to a jury trial or a non-jury trial. Which,
Wow.
in this case, if he does go to trial, he doesn't want to go jury because it doesn't matter with all this Epstein file shit that's going on out there. People are seething to harm people who they perceive to harm minors. Guilty
Sure.
or innocent, they don't want to know that much. They just want to crucify you for the accusation, like you said last time we talked about it.
Well, the odds are stacked against him for anybody that's going to go to trial with that type of charge.
Unless he takes a settle.
Well, yeah, the settlement's the less risk. I mean, there's still punishment, but it's not going to be as severe as he goes
Right.
to trial.
And the thing is with trial, if you actually go to trial, yeah, you're going to get hit with the top of the food chain sentencing because you made them all go to trial. You made the state spend this much money because it's your right, sure. But now the judge's right is to impose the maximum sentence, and they surely will.
It's kind of like gambling, man. It's like, okay, let's keep rolling that dice and hopefully hit that 7, and we'll go to the trial and hopefully we get off. It's like your chance.
The gamble used to be for a jury trial, you only have to convince 1 out of 12, and those odds don't seem that bad. But in this case, all 12 people are going to show up with presences of the case.
I just think it's a non-win for him if he goes to trial. It's just too much risk.
Yeah, I think so too. I just don't know what the hell he's going to do with the rest of his life. You know, after wrestling, he dedicated his life to working in drug court and helping addicts to recover and stay recovered. And drug court saved my fucking life. So he can't go back to that now, ever.
Let's say he serves a minor sentence. What's he going to do? He's got to register now forever for his life. And
well, not necessarily. They actually changed that. So they don't. Yeah. They changed that. So they don't necessarily make you register for life. Sometimes they're saying you have to register for 10 years, things like that.
So there's a term limit on it. There's a term or whatever.
I think it's all discretionary to the judge.
Oh, okay. I thought it was life. Interesting. I didn't know that.
That's how it was. That's how it was for a long time. The Megan's List thing. It was when you're on, you are never off, and that's you shouldn't be off. You shouldn't.
Yeah, that's interesting. They turned it off. That's wow. Okay.
Well, they didn't turn it off. They just dialed it back because there are degrees, right, of sexual crimes. It could be an 18-year-old fucked his 17-year-old girlfriend and parents decided to drag him into court. Well, in that case, he did absolutely have sex with a minor. Oh, but the judge isn't going to make him register on a sexual offenders list for the rest of his life.
So it's case by case.
I think it goes by severity. So in this case, Mike's not accused of actually doing anything physical to a kid. He's accused of just the X-rated X-rated material that he had. They tried to buy on the dark web.
It sounds like case by case. So to me, you can say the degree of it, like if it's the severity is so high.
I think that's everything, though. I mean, at least it should be. Everything should be case by case.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it sounds like it should be.
But sadly, it's not. This country and there's some places where they are just absolute letter of the law states. Then you have spirit of the law states. So in a spirit of the law states, you have more of a fighting chance. But letter of the law, if the minimum sentence is 10 years and the maximum is 20 years, the judge is going to take your crime and determine where on that scale your sentence is going to go. But if you're convicted, you're going to get at least 10 years for this particular crime and up to 20 years. But if you get your 10 years, you're going to do in a letter of the law state. If you get your 10 years, you're going to do your whole 10 years. You're not going to get paroled out.
Yeah. It just you break it down by comparisons. It's like a 17-year-old and a 10-year-old. It's like that's a huge difference, dude. Like sometimes a 17-year-old may not be telling the truth and say, "Oh, I was 18 and 19." There's a lot of variables that go along with it too. So
there's been so many minors for celebrities. I'm not gonna try and find instances, but minors who have come right out and said, "Yeah, I made that up."
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No, they wait till they're full-grown women and people are already serving their punishments. Yeah, I made that up. Well, great, but that didn't do anything to the damage you caused.
we get the ones that wait 20 years and then they find their
Yeah.
moment. Like, okay, let's capitalize on some money. Fuck
I'm
that.
really sorry. I made that up. I'm really sorry. Oh,
Yeah,
well, shove your sorries up your ass.
yeah, it's ugh, irritating. Yeah.
It's disgusting, is what it is. But
Oh,
uh, in Mike's case particular, and I know that we are fucking. Hang on, God, knock my camera. Let me fix it. You and I are
technical.
biased, right? Because we've been friends with Mike for so long. So in our heart of hearts, we know that he's nailed for something, and he's going to have happen what happens. But we want this to be a mistake.
Yeah, I mean, I do. Yeah, you do. It's terrible situation he got himself into. Should he been more aware? Yeah, of course he should have been. But eh, yeah, the morale of it is like you got to pay for your crime, whatever you did, and face the piper, man. And that's what he's doing.
Yeah.
Still good,
And
still a
guys,
friend.
leave a comment down here. I mean, I would really like to hear what the mass opinion is. I mean, what do you think about what's happening with Duke the Dumpster Drosy and kind of where he's at? Because soliciting, X-rated minor material should absolutely, of course, fucking be a crime. Just like, okay, let's take a quick pivot over to the Trump thing and the Epstein list. You keep hearing defenses of that is, well, what are you guys going to say if Bill Clinton is on the list? Bill Clinton needs to burn with Trump then. Anybody who is destroying
Sure.
a child's life needs to burn. I
Yeah,
don't care
of
how
course.
beloved of a president you were. If you were out there doing something like that to kids, put you under the prison with Trump, you guys can be cellies, and you don't want to be a baby raper in jail. That's for fucking sure.
No, yeah, no. They do not take kindly to that at all.
And it's
Uh,
funny too, because you could be like, "Yeah, I robbed my grandmother of all of her money. I burned my ex girlfriend's house down. I murdered 6 people." That all gets you some respect. As soon as you do something about a kid, you're dead. Dead.
yeah,
Honor amongst thieves, I guess.
it's their own code there. They don't take kindly to that. It's just even rapists too. They don't take kindly to rapists. They gotta
Right.
separate them.
They do. You're
I'm
right.
not saying it sucks. It's just the way it is. But
Yeah, when I was in, they
yeah,
actually had a whole. They had a whole, not just a pod, but a whole wing of pods for sexual offenders.
well, yeah, that makes sense.
And a pod holds 100 guys. So for you to have more than one pod of sexual offenders, that really speaks to there's a bigger problem at work here, you know?
Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, I guess we'll keep
I
an
don't know.
eye on things. What's that?
Yeah. I was gonna say what you said. That's kind of all we have right now.
It's. I think it's not going to be as mainstream because he's not really a known person. I mean, he is in the wrestling world in some ways. He's a lower mid tier guy, but
Right.
I think it was more like someone that was, I don't know, let's say a higher tier, like say the Hogan. I want to talk about the dead. Then that'd be a huge. I think there'd be way more updates every day. But I think this is more small potatoes than anything. But
Speaking of Hogan, I've heard that he's now going on the radio and sending out tweets saying Eric Bischoff killed Hulk Hogan. And I am just waiting to see the kind of lawsuit that Bischoff is going to drop on that fat fuck. I hate that guy.
who's that?
Bubba the Love Sponge.
Oh, that guy is that
Garbage.
guy's a waste of space.
Yeah, totally. He was
I
every
love
bit as bad as Madden in WCW. What are you doing here, Mark? You suck. He
Too much
wasn't
too much here.
entertaining on the radio. He wasn't entertaining on TV. He just was a big lump. Like on the radio, you could hear what a fucking lump Mark Madden was.
Oh yeah. I'd love for him to come on here and just tell him off. That'd be great.
Madden? Yeah.
Yeah.
He probably would do it too. He's like, I need some exposure. Nobody remembers me.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of Hogan, people need, Kevin Nash said something the other day. He was on one of his podcasts, his Click podcast that he does.
Click this. Yeah.
Yeah, Click this. There you go. Yeah, thank you. And he was saying, look, all these negative things that people are saying about Hogan, you guys need to let it go, dude. The guy's dead. Like, things can't be undone. Like, he's dead. Let's just move on. And I like the way he said it. I was like, I agree. Like, yeah, he's dead. He did some bad things back then and said some, sketchy things, but the guy's dead. He did more good than bad in this world, I believe.
Well, and I know everybody's so upset about Hogan dropping that N-bomb, but let it the fuck go.
Dude,
When you have every black wrestler coming out and going like, dude, Hogan was not a racist. Even though he said, yeah, I guess I'm a racist, when he was having his rant, he was venting something in somewhere he thought was private. You know how many times every single black person in this country has said honky or cracker? And that's okay, right? They don't mind that. But what if they were caught on video and we released that? They still wouldn't care. So, like, we really have a double standard happen in all this. And when it comes to somebody the caliber of Hogan, let it the fuck go. Get a life. Grow up. How about that? How about this? Don't get a life. Don't grow up. If you're still bad mouthing Hogan, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. He's human. He said something out of anger and frustration, thought it was in private. And like you said, it got out and now he's a racist. Like, come on, dude. Like, it's just stupid. Yeah. But I love what Kevin Nash said. If you ever take a look at it, he's got a pretty good podcast. I do.
He does. But we know how fucking entertaining of a storyteller Kevin already was. So, like, him doing a podcast to me makes more sense than Undertaker doing one. Because Undertaker is just. I slow down. I can never watch one of his full podcasts, but I've sat through the entirety of Kevin's.
Well, yeah, we've met Kevin a couple times, and he's just an entertaining guy to talk to. Like, he's got great stories, and
he's holding court in the locker room. People, it's funny, guys, when you're in the back with Nash and he's really getting on holding court. It's almost like a whole bunch of little kids sitting Indian style around him while he's standing. He's animated. Kevin's funny.
He is. Yeah, I enjoy talking with him. So yeah. So, anyways, watch his Click This podcast. It's awesome.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, do that. Give a shout out. Go on over. Watch Kevin Nash's Click This, and it will answer a lot of questions. It really will.
Yeah. Well,
all right, Kristen, you had something else, right? You wanted to get into?
Yeah, we're talking about celebrities. Celebrities in wrestling.
Right. How Hogan was. We're going back to Hogan. How Hogan was the patriarch, or whatever you would call it, of celebrities entering the wrestling world. Yeah,
yeah. And so we'll talk about the first one is what got WF going in that mainstream was Mr. T and Hogan versus Roddy Piper and Paul Orndorff at WrestleMania 1.
And they were not happy.
Especially Paul and Roddy. Yeah, they were not happy about this. And it turned real.
Well, and then, Orton wasn't no fucking help because we all know what an antagonizer and a shit disturber anybody whose last name is Orton is.
Yeah.
So he was feeding those guys and getting them more pumped up and angry.
I think there was a clip of him saying, or I can't remember who was talking about it, but it said Orton was telling Roddy, he's like, how could he let this guy, a celebrity, in this business where he's been spent years and years, and this guy's already getting a push. Like, yeah, he was feeling the fire, man. He really was. And, Paul's a head case. He was a head case in his day. And yeah, you get him fired up. Oh, look out, man.
You figure all of the people who were chomping at the bits. Okay, this WrestleMania idea, there's only going to be X amount of spots for a main event, and I want it. Like, oh no, Mr. T's going to get it. What? So you had to have a locker room full of heated up wrestlers.
Oh, of course. But we both know the reason why that was the case. Vince was trying to get them on the map. Like, this is the big event. We need star power. We need drawing power. And that's Mr. T was it back then. He was the man.
Well, I mean, he was the logical choice. It's not like you're going to get George Papard to come do it, right? We got let's get Mr. T.
Right.
Come on, Hannibal. Let's go to the ring, brother. That's fucking famous.
But yeah, but to T's credit, look, he was a star. He got minimal training. He wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Like, he just was not good at all. And so I'm not faulting him. Like, he was paid to do a job, and that's what he did,
Right.
and he did it to the best of his ability. Now, I know him and Piper had some supposedly heat back then. Some things were said, but what are your thoughts on that?
Well, what I think is funny, what really sparked the war. I mean, you know that Piper and Orndorff and Orton were on the other end of this, and they were pretty fucking upset to be on the other end, losing to this
They were pissed,
celebrity, which they absolutely weren't going to do. Nobody was going to let T pin them.
Sure.
You can see how often T got lost in that match because he kept trying to grab a front face lock. He just really, for the most part, didn't know where he was. He didn't. I mean, it's great if you want to train and learn a couple of moves and learn how to take your bumps and hit the ropes and that kind of basic shit. But you got to fucking pepper that guy in training. You got to ring his bell a little bit so he learns ring awareness.
Yeah. He definitely was lost. Yeah, you're right. The front face lock was his go-to. Like that's. I think he did an airplane spin too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But was that in 1 or 2?
I think that was 1. 2 was the boxing match.
The boxing match, right? But didn't he hit Piper like something like a fireman's carry or an airplane or something?
No, I think that was. I don't know. It's 1. I know 2
might have been 1.
Yeah, I know 2. Piper eventually scooped him up and slammed him, started putting the boots to him, and it got disqualified.
But Piper did the job like a fucking pro, dude.
He did.
Like a pro.
And there may be some things that were said. 'Cause I know T was a bodyguard, and he could probably take care of himself. But Piper was the real deal. Piper was a Golden Glove boxer.
Well, you could see during 2. You could see where Piper just kind of switched on and went to fucking work on T just to show him. Like, you were in Rocky, pal. I've been in a real ring since I'm 15. And you were in a ring for a movie. You motherfucker. You.
Yeah. Again, not taking away from T, but you compare T to Piper. Piper was the real deal.
When you say not taken away from T, it's not
he
like
was
T
a tough guy.
It's not like T was given a whole lot so you could take something away. He knew, I think, that he was just there. Him, Liberace, Ali, they were just there to get people to buy it. I don't think T ever really thought like, I'm a part of the company now. Fucking, I'm in.
Yeah. What I mean, not taking anything away from him, is saying I'm not saying that T was a bitch, because he wasn't. He was a tough guy. He was a bouncer. He was a bodyguard. He knew some things. I'm just comparing him and Piper. It's like Piper's the real deal. Again, not taking anything away from T, but that's what I mean, not taking away from him.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I think he broke T's shin when he threw a fucking stool at him.
Oh, did he? I didn't know that.
I think something about. Well, you remember when he threw the stool?
Was that the spot?
No, it wasn't a spot. That was Piper actually legit pissed.
Oh shit!
He picked up that stool he's supposed to sit on. And he fucking flung it at T with that boxing glove on and slammed him in the shin.
I'll have to watch that. I do vaguely remember that, but I have to watch that clip because just to see. Yeah,
Piper's like, "Fuck! I really want to hurt you somehow."
Yeah, we can see during their match, like he was peppering him during the boxing match. I mean, it was Piper was throwing it in there.
But I also think, because you could see some stumbles and bumbles in 1, I think T was out there trying to call spots too.
Oh, you think so?
Well, I mean, why else would they be stumbling around like that? It wasn't like T was lumbering in the ring. He had his steps, he had his grace, but you could see just some bad stumbles, and I think that's them. Like, no, we're not fucking. Shut up.
He should have done what he should have basically stuck what he knew and just listened more.
Kind of like Zeus did.
Well, Zeus kept it very, very basic. Like you can tell he was just I'm gonna stay in my lane, dude. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna do what I'm told.
I was
I think,
watching the '89 SummerSlam just to see
yeah,
that match, Savage and and a couple things that I noticed was Zeus never ever tried to like storm the ring, break a count, nothing. He just stood there and waited till somebody told him to do something, and he did it because he was getting paid a lot.
oh, of course,
You
yeah,
see, like the first time Savage tagged him in, Zeus climbs in, and Randy grabbed him by the head and pulled him in, and said something to him, and let him go. So Randy said, "Go over there to Hogan and do blah blah blah."
yeah, and he listened.
And he listened, and he went over and did that. Yeah.
Yeah. I liked his run. People talk negative about his run there. I liked it. I thought it was smart. I thought he did well, and it helped with sales.
Well, they talking shit about his run of the movie because No Holds Barred sucked dick.
You always give that movie so much hate, dude. I thought it was great.
I'll tell you what, Chris, I'm gonna fucking research it tonight, and I'll watch it again. I'll report back in next week.
It's a campy movie, dude, but for that time and that era, it was great. It was,
But I like Hogan's campy movies, dude. Fucking
and that's what it was.
Mr. Nanny, I loved it. Suburban Commando was. I even liked, if you can believe it, I got a kick out of Santa with Muscles. I like Hogan's movies because they are campy, all of them. None of them you ever go, this is going to be a well performed movie. I just couldn't stand No Holds Barred, but I'll try it again.
Rip 'em, brother.
You know what? Maybe that's what it was. Because back when I was going by Ripper, you know how often I had to fucking deflect those stupid comments? Rip them, bro. Fuck off.
I love these finishers, the axe handle.
Yeah. When they go out there and rip my shirt while I'm at it, brother, rip them. Fuck you. God, I feel like, did I know you back then? Did you tell me I should get the Rip 'em headband? That was you, right?
That wasn't me.
Oh, I think that was you.
No,
You
no,
should
sir.
get a Rip 'em headband. Ripper. Every bit
sir.
rusted my balls.
It was Jimmy Rip. You're thinking of that.
It might have been.
Yeah.
It might have been.
But-
Anyway, so
Dude,
and then of course that graduated to Drew Carey getting into the Royal Rumble, but at least with that, he didn't try to work. Right when the fucking fireworks went off and the fire and Kane comes walking out, what'd Carey do? Right over the top and to the floor and said, bye. It was great. It was comical. People wanted to see what Drew Carey was going to do. Nobody was really let down by what he did. It was great.
yeah, it was expected because Drew Carey was not going to throw down with anybody, and it just didn't. It wouldn't make sense.
Right. But then that opened it up more now to sports guys coming in too. But that worked out obviously better because they're already naturally inclined. But I really liked Bam Bam and LT.
Yeah, that was, and Bam Bam was the right choice for that. I thought.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't have like Michaels or Martel or fucking yeah, you had to have the beast from the east.
Yeah, it was good. And they made that was that the main? That was the main, wasn't it?
I don't think so.
It was or was it?
I don't think so. No.
Oh, okay. Maybe I made second to the main or something. It was
Yeah,
high.
it
up.
had to be semi. It was high up, yeah. But no,
Yeah.
I believe Hogan was the main that night.
Okay, gotcha.
I mean, let's be honest. Hogan was the main every fucking night.
Yeah, it's a good match though. I thought it was great. I thought the LT did pretty good, and Bam Bam tuned him up though. I can see some of those some of those moves he was throwing on him. He was tuning LT up, man. He's like, "Look, dude, we're gonna work."
I don't,
man.
I don't think he was tuning him up as much
Oh,
as
I
just
think so.
handing out. Well, as much as just handing out little receipts.
Same thing to me.
Oh, I think if he tuned up LT, he would fucking break him. Bam
You
Bam
let him
was
know
a
he was
bad
there.
mother.
Like, dude,
Yeah.
I am here, dude.
Hey,
So-
remember 13 seconds ago when you clotheslined me in the mouth? Here's one back.
Mhm.
But I also, what I liked about that night was LT wasn't trying to be a pro wrestler. He wasn't going for complicated, difficult holds or big bumps. He was there. I know how to do 1 through 10, and I'm going to do all of them twice, and that's it.
Your basic football wrestler. I'm going to do a couple tackles, clothesline, a body slam. Keep it very, very basic, man.
I was pretty impressed when he did that middle row clothesline. Like, no shit, look at LT going up to the rope.
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Yeah.
But you could tell he was a football player doing football wrestling moves, and it worked. The psychology was there.
But I do feel like they were certainly called out to Stanford, the two of them, to get into a ring and get something canned out so it didn't look like shit.
Oh, yeah, that was totally choreographed. Yeah, we're paying this guy a lot, dude. This has to go over well.
Yeah.
Because for LT got paid quite a bit to come there.
Well, rumor was that I read online is Bam Bam got like $500,000 for that match.
That's not surprised. Yeah,
He should have got more probably because Hogan was making $3-4 million for that night.
Yeah.
And really, I feel like that pay-per-view, the big draw was the Bam Bam LT gimmick.
Yeah, it was Vince's celebrity thing, and that's what kicked it off the whole football player thing. It goes to Steve McMichael. I thought McMichael was good. I think he was great. I thought he was
Mongo. Yeah. He was good.
Good character, good charisma, decent worker. He got better, I thought, with time.
Well, he got reps in, and that's what we keep trying to practice to preach to these students. Guys, get your reps. Take your shitty bookings. Who gives a fuck? It's a rep. Get out there and hone your craft. Maven, I watched one of his podcasts today, and he was talking about why he got fired. And he said, I got to the point where I asked them one time, I'm not booked tonight. Can I go ahead and go hit the gym? And they said, yeah. He said, then I abused it. I went to the gym if I wasn't booked whenever I felt like it. Didn't tell anybody. So now they're looking around the locker room for me and they can't find me. All they're seeing is I'm not here with the boys trying to better myself and better my craft and my skill level. And so I said, if you're not trying to improve, we don't need you here because everybody else on the roster is here early. The ring is set up. They're out there bumping around, working, practicing. They're all doing that. They're not going to the gym, going for a beer, going to dinner.
Yeah. That's interesting. I like Maven's podcast. I think it's great.
I remember back when we had the school, you were brutal on the bump drills, dude. You were brutal on those kids. And one day one of them goes, why are we doing this so much? Go ask Chris. No, I don't want to question him.
I think it's brutal. I just want to make sure they were ready. Getting those, like you said, getting those reps in is just being.
You take somebody who's pretty out of shape like Will Loudon. That didn't matter. Hit the rope bump.
Yeah,
you keep getting
sure
up and doing it until I tell you to stop, not until you're tired. Loudon's ready to puke, and you're like, come on, one more.
Yeah, make sure they're ready.
You were brutal.
I think just getting them ready. It probably was brutal for most people, but
we were both brutal, if I'm being honest. I mean, we wanted to turn out real talent, not handheld bitches.
There you go. Well said. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Good job. Wow. I appreciate your praise. Well, I mean, I think we got through everything we wanted to get through tonight. Ready to go and take it on home?
Yeah, shoot. I'm out of steam, man. I wish I had more, but
it's gonna be a long day. It's been a long day. It's gonna be a long night. But we're the Antisocial Network. Check us out on YouTube at Antisocial for Life. Number 4 Life. And ASN for Life. You're going to enjoy it. We throw up shit damn near every day. And until then, Chris, got anything cutesy you want to say on the way out?
Yeah, look at Rob's videos on there on our ASN network. They're great.
Good one.
That's all I got, man.